Hello, Anne-Marie.
Hi, Pete.
Great to see you, and thank you so much for coming to the conference. So just wanted to ask you a bit about your work and a bit about your take on the conference and conferences like these and how they might help. So first off, can you tell us what do you see as the key elements of an intervention with children and families based on attachment?
Yeah, sure. I think the key element is always going to be relationship. I think that if you can get a relationship with young people and families who are scared of relationships, then it changes their lives forever. It's all about, people talk about attachment as if it's something magical, but actually it's a relationship. It's that two-way thing where somebody can learn to trust you a little bit, and by doing that you can really connect to them. But it's ever so hard. It sounds so simple. People talk about building an attachment, building a relationship. When you're working with people who come from a place of mistrust, actually getting to a bit where they can hear what you're saying is usually such a long journey.
So how do you do that?
Lots of different ways.
What are the key elements to that?
Okay, so thinking about what we do in our projects. So we work with boys from the streets, and we work with girls who have been sexually abused. And obviously we have an outreach team that work with their families. It's different. It varies everywhere. With the girls, they're a little bit more able to sit and chat and be and draw and do things like that and get connections. The boys don't come with those skills that they want to share with you. So we start by playing football with them. I'm not built like a football player, maybe like a rugby player, but not a footballer.
Do you go and goal?
I block the goal. Thanks for that. So what I do is I'm always there when they play. I never have a team that I support. They're always trying to push me into one team, and I pretend I forget which side I'm supposed to be supporting. But my main bit about being around them playing football is I make sure they get refreshments. I make sure that before they come into our houses, they get showers, they get food, and they have my time. And what I try and do is model that to our staff, because actually them building a connection with me is not important.
No.
Then build a connection to the people that work with them is the most important thing. So it's a process, and everything's different. I think you invest your life into relationships, and you can have a spark with someone that you meet 4 years ago and it keeps going, or you can meet someone and not have a connection and you see them every day of your life. They're the ones I'm really interested in. What's going on in this relationship that I don't get that spark of connection? So I'll work even harder to understand and find something that we can enjoy together, or something I like about that person. And when you're working with boys from the streets, particularly the very violent ones, it's quite scary, and you have to be quite brave to take that risk, to find something that you can connect to that's not going to scare the heck out of them and send them flying. So
these games of football with boys that are still on the street, or they entered into the programme at that point?
Both, really. So we start off, our boys have all come to us through football programmes. So through various different reasons, we've started off with football projects that have ended up with the boys living with us. So we've already got a slight relationship there. When we have had boys that arrive with no connection, it fascinates me that they sit back and they watch, and you can see them trying to make sense of why would this, a friend of mine on the streets, why would he be trusting one of these uncles? Surely they're after something. So they learn from the others. And I think the most exciting thing, because I always think you're never too old to learn, is that I've really finally got it this week that the relationship between the boys and the girls is often the precursor to proper attachments with adults that they can trust. So if they can enjoy the peer stuff.
So the boys and the girls that you're working with, their relationships with each other.
Yeah, but I don't mean boys and girls together, so the boys in the boys' house. Experiencing walking in. I always say that when you walk into our project, you just feel full of love. And actually what it is it's relationship. So they're just kids hanging out together. They don't kill each other anymore, they don't attack each other, they're not manipulating, maybe a little bit, but they actually have a joy of a relationship. And then you can start working with them therapeutically.
And how long does that tend to take to make that connection?
Anything from 5 minutes to 5 years. And again, depending on their lives before, depending on whether they at any point had somebody they could trust, it's much easier to get a lovely connection going if they've already got that bit of their brain fired up.
Yeah.
If they come from total neglect and abuse,
Yeah.
sometimes it feels really hopeless, and it feels like we're never going to get there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what you said initially, that it tends to be easier with girls. Well, why do you think that
It might
is?
be because I'm a girl.
Okay.
Could be as simple
Yeah.
as that, but
Yeah.
actually there is something about our girls when they come in, and because our girls have all come via the courts or the children's prisons because they've been sexually abused.
Yeah.
They come with a fear and terror about them. But we notice really quickly, because we have a key worker system, they want to trust one of the aunties. They want, it's more, they're more able to be alongside another female.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
don't have
Yeah.
male carers
Okay.
with our girls at the initial stage. We do have them in the programme,
Yeah.
but not at the initial
No.
bit. So, you know, and also I think they're seeking safety.
Yeah.
They've often come from secure homes,
Okay.
so they've had that
Okay.
experience of being loved and cared
Something
for.
horrible's happened to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whereas the boys on the street maybe not come from
No.
from that secure base in
Yeah.
the first place.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. So, how valuable do you think it is? Maybe I'm the wrong person to ask you this question.
Should I do it now?
or not, to have conferences like this,
I
bringing
think
people like this together.
It's mind-blowing. I think that walking around and hearing the conversations, I have got a tiny bit of Swahili, just enough to pick up some stuff, but to hear people who are just blown away by something they've just heard in a workshop, to see people's, you watch them really engaging and absorbing everything. And there was somebody today saying, oh my gosh, it's really tiring to do all these workshops. And my answer was, yeah, for us, because we've understood for years that you can access this type of understanding and support. You can go to conferences, but to have an opportunity to have such a mix of approaches and key speakers, it's a gift. It's, you know, where else would you get this? You can hear you talk about it forever, Pete, but actually to hear someone else say the same
You
thing.
start asking me, we'll be here all day.
But I think it's really brave to take the risk to do it here. I think that you've got such a diverse community. I don't know their backgrounds of people attending. You've got to hit it right, and it feels like you're doing that. There's so much buzz in coming out of the workshops. There's buzz at lunchtime. They're always the key times, you know. Are people looking bored, stupid?
Yeah.
Not at all. They're all talking about what they've just been through. So yeah.
Thank you.
That's all right.